Yo, welcome back to Ero Ps F3 Season 10 Round 8 Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. It's the 8th round, as I said earlier before. We got 14 drivers. For now, I think 3 others will join later on during qualifying. At least I hope so. At least they say they can race. As the first one who is going out of track is the horse of Alex, who is probably one of the best pole position contenders here, because he won the last round in Imola by around 15 seconds. As Harris is the second one in the Red Bull. He's getting out of track. Let us do some great things. Yeah, Saudi Arabia got 27 corners. Pretty much I don't like this track, can't lie. It's hard with these curbs. Yeah, so I just don't like it. I guess no one asked though, but I don't care if you ask. As I'm searching right now the standings for the tier, which is Alex is actually leading the championship with 114 points, ahead of Clem, who isn't even driving in this tier anymore because he's now F2 driver. P3 is Luke in the Ferrari. Then it's Jami, who isn't even driving in this tier longer, but he is now because he got time. Then it's Tony Milberg, where is he? The AlphaTauri driver. Then it's Andrews, Henry, David, Matt, and Kiesek is rounding up the top 10, who is unfortunately not driving today. Kiesek is going with Alex, who's starting his line lap now. As he's braking right before the 100-meter boards, turning pretty good in. Nice exit here. Going into turn 3, into fourth gear, taking a little bit cautious. It's his banker lap, so pretty good though. Full throttle, not going into fifth, staying in sixth, interesting. Now coming into turn 13, the left-hander can easily lost their rear end here. He didn't though. So now turn 16 actually. Nice work here. Now sending 20 into the turners 19, 20, 21, and now into 22. Take it very cautious though. Still good lap from Alex, can't lie. Now into the final corner. Just a little later than the 100 meters. Not hitting the apex perfectly. Still a good lap from him as a banker, sitting on 1:26.7. Pretty good. Andrew is 2 seconds slower, as Bulletproof is half a second slower. No, the Mercedes of Yeast going P3, just second a lap slower than Alex. As Cone sitting P2, let us watch Tony. He's got the first DNF here, it's Luke, it's not even Tony though. There's Licala, now the Ferrari of Russo is still in the pits, no, it was Luke who's P4. Now it will be Tony, as he's going P6. It's Jami now, who is pitting. Yeah, he's pitting. As Noise is starting his lap. So, as I said, Alex in the best position to set a pole position here. Half a second faster than anyone else on the grid. So, just so fast. Like I said, Imola last round. It rains or race on, as I believe, right? No, it was wet and then dry conditions. Still, he managed to get the win by like 15 to 20 seconds ahead of P2. Did actually a Grand Slam, if I remember correctly. Yeah, as Noise invalidated his lap. So Mats is on an out lap again. Oh, not again. He's starting his lap in 2 sectors. Still, what can I say about Saudi? It's not a good track for me. Everyone is out of fuel, like everyone. Yeah. Saudi, pretty high speed. Still, you need a lot of downforce here because of the fast corners. As now Noise is starting the second lap, he will run out of fuel in his in lap for sure. But he's going taking a turn run on his mediums. I don't know what he's doing there. Still his choice though. As usual, now is also an outlet. Who just got promoted a few weeks ago into this tier. Was before leader of F4, was way too quick for F4 though. I said it right after the grid rules. He's too fast for F4. Nobody's listening to me. And that's it. He's now a street driver. Yeah. As we're watching Noise, you've got problems at the one. Don't know if that's accurate or not. Taking that not so good as Alex did before. Using his ERS, DRS of course. And as he invalidated his time again, he's not happy about that for sure. As now Xiaomi is starting his lap. He's in a fight for the pole position as well. If you're watching now, got clean air. Into the one just before the 100 meters. Not taking the so good as Alex is. Still, it's time. Still time to get here. Into 5th gear, taking it very tight to the corner. Looking pretty good. That's Mats going P2. Great lap from him. Back to Xiaomi. As he's setting a purple sector 1, don't know if that's accurate to the game. Everyone knows the pain in this game about sector times. Turning into the difficult right-hander where you can't see a thing what happens into the corner. It's very good though. Still no purple sector, so maybe purple sector 1 is accurate. As he's now heading into the last sector, into the last actually corner where Max Verstappen been it a few years ago. Don't do that, Max Verstappen, please. As he locked up the rears a little bit, cost him around a tenth maybe. And now Xiaomi is setting a 126.7.3. 0.2. So now Roosevelt is going to be on the line and is setting up 127.2 as well. Just a little bit slower than Xiaomi did before. And we're watching Luke who's starting his lap. Actually, as I'm guessing, Roosevelt is not. Luke is the only one on the lap right now. And Andres. Who's just invalidated. So go back to Luke. That was very close to S10. No, he should back out. He should back out for sure, as he's 2 dents down on his time. Then Bulletproof is on a lap. Just watch his sector 1. Going down into 5th as it seems. And is nearly 3 tenths up. Got purple sector 1. He's flying around sector 1. Let us see what he's doing in sector 2 and 3. Another this difficult right-hander into 4th gear. I prefer it as well in the 4th gear though. As now, that's the next detection point as he's 4 tenths up, another purple sector. This should put him around P2 right now. What can he get in the last sector? As Luke is starting another lap. As Cone. No, I bet. Now we can see Bulletproof. Is he setting a new personal best? He is! And it was so close to Alex, who's still on pole. Who's the next one on the line? He's 1.5 tenths up on his time. And is setting a 1:26.3 and is putting him again 4 tenths ahead of P2. He's getting a nice slipstream here from the Aston Martin fella. As he's locking up the rears a little bit, it's cost him time. Now see what he's doing. Maybe P2, maybe P3, maybe P1. As he's setting up 0.5, 2 tenths of Alex. Even with the slipstream, as Luke is out of any fuel here. Ashley Colors now. Don't know if he's in a lap. I don't think so. No, he's not. Who's still on a lap? No one. Noise is on one. He's now heading into the last corner. Not looking up the wrist like we see before by other drivers. He's setting a 1:27.1, which is putting him into P5 right now. And wrist is not on left. Luke is not. No one is right now on a left. Poor. I don't have any facts for you about Saudi. So just let us watch anyways the lobby host which is taken into the pit box. Just sitting here and waiting for all of them for the final rounds. That was good. As everyone is right now in the pits, or is before the pits. Stones, Noise is in the pits. Everyone is in the pits. What should I say? Jeddah. He's in the Formula 1 season 2021, as I remember correctly. First race won by Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen was behind him, and after him they've battled for the finish line. Valtteri Bottas against, if I remember correctly, one Alpine guy. Yeah, controversial race though, where Max Verstappen had tried to let Lewis Hamilton pass him before turn 27, but everyone knows they collided. Max Verstappen got a penalty, a fair penalty I would say, for that, but I don't want to have something hate there. I just giving you my opinion that it was a fair penalty. But back to this season in Ero and not to the 2021 season of the real life Formula 1. Jeremy is the first one who's starting his final lap then, which is followed by Andres and then Yeast. my British fella. We love each other, I can't lie. He loves me, I love him. Maybe that's okay, but I like this guy. Unlucky for him, it's not raining, because he's a rain master. That's not even a joke, he's pretty good in the rain. As now, Cone is going out. No, it's not Cone. Did we got the Williams livery? No, we didn't. Sadly. As now, we go back to Jeremy, who's starting his lap in a minute. We're only... Where are the other drivers? Rest. Sadly, we are only 14 today. I'm guessing everyone is finished getting points, because at least for DNF at this track, at this high-speed track. As now Jeremy is starting his lap, going into turn 1. He needs to get nearly a second to get pole position. Locks up the rears into turn 1, which cost him maybe a little half of a tenth there. No, he needs to take a little bit of risk there. He is, and he will get a little bit of traffic later on his lap. He's getting into 7th gear here. Not sure if that's the fastest way. Still, he is now. I don't see it. 2 tenths up on his time, which puts him around Matt right now. Still, he needs another 8 tenths for this pole position for this one famous point in the Ero. I think they're very good. Now into the end of sector 2, he's still 2 tenths only up on his time, setting purple sector 2. Don't know if it's accurate still. And now into his final sector. He's still on Matt's time right now. And not hitting the apex into 4th gear. He's not taking the ideal gears, I would say. Still a pretty decent lap with a 1:27.0, which is getting him P5, and Edris is the next on his line, who's not being any faster. The next is the East, who's 1/10 faster, putting him around P10, maybe P9, because Edris didn't improve his time, not hitting the apex perfectly. Still a little bit of oversteer here, and is setting a 1:27.5, who's putting in P9. The next one on the list is Bulletproof, who's not that much up, didn't improve by a position. Next one is Lekala, yeah it is, who's up on his time, not a perfect lap from him. Then I'm not guessing in the fight with Popes. Let's watch Alex. Yeah, Lekala didn't improve any positions, as Alex now setting a 26.3, improved by a little bit. And where's the Ferraris? Luke is going into usual P5, P6, Luke P5, Mats P4. As the only one who's on a lap right now is Unmet, who's actually F4 driver, but he asked if he can drive here. His noise is the only one now and is setting at 27.0. That's it with qualifying. We got Alex in P1, as like nearly always. Cohen P2, Bulletproof P3, Mats P4, then it's Luke, Roosevelt, Jeremy, Noise, Milberg, Beard, Andres, Lekala, and Matt. I don't think I pronounced that right. And Duke, who's not able to setting a time because I crashed early on. That's it with qualifying. Interesting. Matt, still Alex, another. He's 2.5 tenths clear of everyone. Impressive, I would say. I would say pretty. Just wow. As you got no problems as David, so bulletproof can't rejoin the session. I don't know if that's maybe. Yeah, he's leaving the session. Maybe lobby restart here. It should be for sure. As we're waiting for him. I hope so at least. If one fella is ready up, he got only 30 seconds. I try to invite him. I don't have him as a friend, I believe so, unfortunately. No, I can't invite him. Unfortunately. He's got starting now 5. It's lights out and where we go. Alex got a pretty good start as Cone as well. As bulletproof now as a ghost because he left the session. Matt and Luke are fighting. Luke getting into P4. Right now P3 then. Is there a big carnage down the road? No, it's not. Everyone is taking it very cautious as Roosevelt is P5. Bulletproof losing a lot of positions because he's a ghost car. Unfortunately for him. As now Yeast is gonna overtake him. As there's a... Oh, as Milberg just went off track. Don't know what happened there. Just big things that he didn't interrupt anyone else on track. As Yeast is fighting for a position against Bulletproof who just joined back. And Yeast collided with him. That's for the stewards later on. As Alex already out of the DRS, 1.5 seconds ahead of Cone. Then it's Luke, then it's Matt. Who's maybe going for a move here. No, he's not. He's backing up. But Rishwell is right behind him on the hards as well. As Alex is on mediums, Cone on hards, Luke on hards. As now Matt is going for a move. Here you can see the tires as Rishwell is going around the outside of his teammate. Pretty fair he's using all of his ERS. Luke isn't. Rishwell isn't either anymore. But Bulletproof is back. Is he's going to pit? No, he's not. He's going for a dive on Luke. It's not really a dive. He's ahead of the before the braking side as the car is still battling. This might be good for Xiaomi. Is Alex already 2 seconds out of the DRS? Just dominating the race right now. That's not Alex status. As Matt's going off track, he's kissed the curb as I assume. It's now Luke is right behind him, got nearly 90% of ERS, which was behind him 70. As we got here, maybe both is going for a move. No, he's not. Andres, he's going for a move either. It's really interesting battle for P2 right now. As now Luke is using, he isn't anymore. He don't want. As Bulletproof gets a move down on Noise, he's now back to P7. Going back to the top, not top 4, but P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, which are in a battle for the third, actually for the second position. As Andres and Unmet is fighting, and Xiaomi and Bulletproof with a dive using a lot of ERS. As Xiaomi going back for a move he's using, no, he isn't. They're still right next to each other. Matt's not with a really good pace though. He made this mistake a lap earlier before. All mediums he needs to push. Because I don't know if it's that Alex just insane pace or it's the mediums compared to tires which are putting him 3 seconds already ahead of P2, which is on the hards after 2.5 laps. as Yeast is going for a move on Licala on the... That's interesting. He was off track, don't know what happened there exactly. Back to Bulletproof, he wants to get this. Lost a hell of positions. Now he's on soft, on fresh soft, I believe. As now he's going for a move, using his ERS, going for a move. If I were usual, I won't fight it too hard. As they're next to each other, maybe off track. As now, yeah, Bulletproof is just using all of his battery to get ahead. And is already flashing easy? No, he isn't. With Rushwa a much better line, now he needs to use. He isn't. As Xiaomi isn't there. Conan's maybe going for a move, now he is not. Is anyone else going for a move here? Big battle here. For P2. As it seems. I'm sorry. It seems Rushwa maybe a little bit struggling here to get the pace from. As Luke is in it's a yellow flag, it's Admit who spun, and that's a reset 2 track. He didn't read the rules. He didn't read the rules. Now there's a battle still there. Now, is anyone going for a move? Maybe Lou? No, he's not. Is anyone in a position which is going for a dive? At least for sure. Because he always is in a good position for a dive. Because it's just Yeast. He's not using. He won't. And I'm guessing so. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. No, he's not. It's Licala and Milbeck. Not really fighting, just Licala passing Tony on the, with the DRS. Now, Matt's going nearly out of the DRS of Cone. As Bulletproof don't seem to have that much pace on the softs. They're nearly dying, I'm guessing so. As Rushwa needs to get past him right now to get ahead. As Andrews and Yeast are fighting. Where is? Oh yeah, there it is. As there's a little bit of contact there from Andrews and Yeast. He's got a really nice helmet though. And yeah, light and pass. As Rushwa is going for a dive. As he's got a big snap of oversteer here. He needs to use all of his battery now to get ahead. He's using as Noise is going for a move as Xiaomi as well. As now Rushwa is passing him. Is Noise passing him as well? He is. As Yeast is now heading into the pits. Is he retiring or not? Got damage for sure. As Duke got 3 second time penalty. Is he repairing his front wing? No, he isn't. He's pitting for soft. Jeez, what are you doing again? Still. As Matt is now finally out of the DRS from Cone. Luke is right behind him. But Rushwa is 1.6 seconds behind his teammate. Let us see the ERS as Bulletproof got 24%. Rushwa is pushing 50. Luke 70. Cone 40, Matt's nearly 40, Alex not extending his lead though on Matt with 50. As Lekala is going for a move on Andres. As now, is there any... yeah, there is Luke maybe going for a move now. Pretty good exit. He's not using, is Cone using? No, he isn't either. He's going just for the, with the DRS. Pretty good. Pretty nice. As now Andres, Lekala and Tony are fighting. As Lekala is going for a move, as is Tony. That is not much of a space, but he's using the gap as Lekala break very early there. As Andres got back in on the brakes, as he's again hitting. Maybe he didn't switch his front wing. No, he's not. Oh yeah, he is. As we got yellow as Jaume spun. He's now repairing his front wing, I believe. He is. Basically sure if you ask me. I would call him washed, but I can't call him washed because he was never good. So back to the actual race, not to P14. Is now Bulletproof still in the behind Roosevelt, as Cone is maybe going for another move back on Luke. Just should work together to get back into Matt's DRS. There are a little bit contact, as I'm seeing it right. No, if and Luke should go ahead now, as Cone is not using. Luke isn't using anymore. As we got Duke there for a move. And now Andres and Milbeck. Luke passed Cone, as I believed so. As Andres now using nearly all of his battery, only got 20% ERS left. Milbeck, Tony not using at all, still got half of his battery left. Is now Andres going for a move and make it stick. As now Urso needs push. Is Lekala going for a move and you. Please don't dare. Thank you. As now he needs a safety car to get back into the points. On his raw pace, I don't think so he will get points, because he's 50 seconds behind P12. Not that I would hate him, but he's not that fast. He's fast, but not 50 seconds faster than anyone else. As Alex is now start to extend his lead again. 3 seconds, not too much. Who's 2 seconds ahead of Luke and Cone, who are only 1 second ahead of Rushwa. Rushwa is pretty fighting for the DRS again. I don't know if Luke and Rushwa are in a party together, but if they are, I would say to Luke, slow down a little bit that I'm back on the DRS, because he's on pretty hard fight with Bulletproof, who's now trying to go for a move for sure. Is Cone for a move? Going for a move? No, but Bulletproof is now, they are losing time. Just not, as Roosevelt tapped a little bit though. Nice defender from Roosevelt, braked later than Bulletproof. As Milberger is going for a move on Andres again. They're just switching places like Cone and Luke did before. As now they should just, Roosevelt and Bulletproof should work together, as Milberg and Andres still fighting. East is setting not fast lap, I mean, because he's not using any of his ERS. As now Luke is going for move, maybe. No, he is not. As Duke is the only one right now who got 3 seconds. I think many more will get him later on, as Cone is not using his DRS because he wanted to stay behind. They are working together. They're not in a team together, not in a party, I am sure, but they're working together. So now Cone is going for a move now down the inside, and then Luke is getting him right now back just a little bit of oversteer here. Cone is not using, smart. Luke is. Oh, they're fighting into turn 1. Cone is defending it. Now he's using. As Luke trying to go on the outside, who's turning into the inside for turn 2. It's now on the acceleration as there is a little bit of contact there. Rouge will need to push now, and he's back in the DRS. As there he is. Pretty good from him. Pretty decent pace. As now they're 7 seconds behind the lead as we got. And with who's DNFing, and there's a virtual safety car. Only a virtual one. Is anyone going into the pits? I don't think so. They will. Is he's maybe going for another pit stop? He's not pitting again. Okay, interesting. Unfortunate for Andres, and he can't even move because he's lobby host. If he leaves, it will be an absolutely mess. Is anyone getting hard drive through? It would be funny if Alex is, not because I don't like Alex, because he's just dominating the race and it's kind of boring, at least to watch. As no one is into the pits, why isn't Alex pitting? Why is Alex isn't pitting? Cone and Roosevelt, as Roosevelt hit, what's happening here? They're pitting. What happened here? Is Roosevelt not switching? No, he's not. It's back to racing speed. I still don't know why Alex didn't pit. In my opinion, a big mistake. As now we need to watch who was in the pit. Who was it? It was Roosevelt, wasn't the first one. It was Cone. We need to replace front wing because maybe of Roosevelt because he hit him. That would be very unfortunate, I can't lie. As now Roosevelt needs to push on his fresh medium tires to get back to Alex and not Alex. Yeah, Alex and Mats. He needs to push now. And bulletproof on hard tires. Pretty much on their best stretching right now. No one got in a drive-through penalty as Jeremy is 7 seconds behind Noise. Which Noise is fighting with Luke. He's going for a move here. No, he's not. He's just wasting their time. Stupid race awareness from him, in my opinion. But I'm not getting asked here. I'm just commentating. As he's now not going for a move. Staying behind now, doing the Max Verstappen and staying. As well, Alex is going into the pits, reacting to Roosevelt. It's not staying out longer. Still don't know why Alex didn't pit there. It's now he's going on the hard slip. Roosevelt, where is he? Roosevelt is now into the final turn and not getting ahead of Alex for sure. No, he's definitely not. As he will fight Milberg, as looking up his rears. No, he's not. He's clear and still plenty of time ahead of Roosevelt. Around 7 seconds. 5, 6, yeah, 7 seconds should be good. Escort is definitely pissed off because he was P2, P3 actually. In a good position. Kinda tired, I'm sorry. There's now Luke, and Luke still got 90% of his RS. Not using anything of it. Noise got as well like 80. So Luke is in a pretty good position here for P3 right now. As Roosevelt is going for a move on Duke now. He needs to. Good from him. Nice there. Did a double overtake as I believe so. is Duke. Duke is trying to get him back. I wouldn't do that. If Luke is going for a move back to these two guys, Duke is not having the best line through here. As Rushwell now needs to use his ERS, he is. As now Duke is using all of his ERS to get past back Rushwell. Now he stopped using Rushwell, setting the fastest lap of the race. He needs to push to get ahead. He might get a 5 seconds time penalty because of that collision. Now he needs to push. As we watch it back to Alex, who's in a pretty good position, in a pretty good place here to win this race again, like he did the last race. Please, just slow down a little bit, at least a little bit. Make it. As Licala spun with Duke, they make contact for sure. As Kong gets a 3 second time penalty for corner cutting. He's not the only one. Duke got as well there. I assume anyone will still got it later on. As Rushwell only 4.5 seconds behind Alex. He needs to push. As now Duke going for a move on Licala. As it seems Licala got front wing damage because he's not taking that corners right on pace. As we watch Mats, who's going longer and longer. I assume he's going for the softs later on. As Luke isn't pitting either. Noise isn't pitting either. He's going for a move back on Luke. Luke isn't fighting that much. No, he isn't. As now Jaume isn't pitting either. What are they doing? How are they going on the soft? As Bulletproof make a mistake. They're still fighting between Duke and Licala. And now Bulletproof going for a move on Cone. This is a fight for position, I assume, because both pitted. As Roosevelt was only 1 second ahead of Bulletproof. Now he's nearly 4 seconds. Roosevelt got really strong pace on his medium compound of tires. As Alex got on his hards, he's not using any ERS. As Roosevelt is on the edge with like 30% of ERS. Alex now needs to pass Jaume ASAP. Needs to use a little bit of his ERS, still got 90%, as Jaume got around 40. And now he needs to use. He isn't. He wants to stay behind him. Don't know if it's the smart way. Now he's using. And he's going for the downside because Jaume defended inside. Now he needs to try to pass him back. If he wants to have Roosevelt, he isn't. Maybe he's now. So no one still pitted. Interesting. They're all going for the soft in the end. As now Bulletproof and Milberg are fighting. As Milberg and Cohen won another good race. As there's a retirement on track. Oh mate, that's not what we want to see, but he's pissed. Since when the AI is driving into the pits? As there is Duke, who's also pitting. Yellow sector 1 because of Cone. There's luckily no safety car. Now Mats is pitting, is Luke pitting as well? Now we will watch Mats if he's going onto softs and where maybe if Roosevelt comes out, because he's in a really good position for P2 right now as it seems. As Mats is going for the softs, is Williams double stacking. Oh, he's gonna lose a little bit of time. which are now on the soft as well. Is Luke on the softs? I don't see it right now. Hello? Yeah, he is. No, he's not. He's on mediums. He stayed out so long on mediums. I don't know if that was a cross. But still, now Roosevelt is into P2. Is 5 seconds ahead of Bulletproof, ahead of Mats, I would say. Because Bulletproof just made a mistake. And Mats now needs to push his fresh soft to get past Roosevelt, who's 5 seconds ahead. Got 9 laps, 10 laps now. And Luke lost a lot of time. He lost around, what's that? 6, 7, 14, no, nearly 12 seconds to his teammate. So 14 should be good because Roosevelt was 2 seconds behind him, nearly. Actually 1 though. Still gained over 10 seconds. As Max just gained 1 second only on this lap on Roosevelt. As Bulletproof needs to stay in his DRS if he wants a chance on the podium. As Noise is going for a move on Luke. I don't know if that was the smartest choice of Luke staying not that long on his hards to switch on lap 16 to mediums. As Murray is setting the fastest lap in his AlphaTauri on fresh softs. As East is just cruising there. Nothing he can do though. As I was struggling, that's already only 2 seconds gained as Admet get 5 seconds time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I know you can't read it because it's German, but it says so. Mats is pushing really hard to get Roosevelt. Just gained nearly 4 seconds in 2 laps. It's interesting. Not interesting, it's impressive. As he isn't last anymore. He needs to celebrate. I can't lie. But will Mats get Roosevelt? He will. But will Roosevelt mediums be fast as Mats now setting new fastest lap with a 129.5. As Noise with a 128.7 goes nearly 8 tenths quicker than Mats on his last lap. He's already out of the DRS of Luke. As Noise needs to push to get Bulletproof now. We seem to battle for P2 here for Mats and Roosevelt. I don't know, if I would Mats, I would pass it probably and try to get out of DRS and not stay behind because he's just killing his tires behind Roosevelt. But Roosevelt needs to keep looking after his tires as well because he pitted under the virtual safety car at lap 12. As now Mats is going for a move. Yeah, he is. Roosevelt not fighting that because he's smart. He needs to stay behind Mats. As Mats getting for sure a penalty, not a penalty but a warning for that. As Roosevelt is behind, I would stay behind as I admit, and he's pitting, he's lost. He's getting lapped. Another big collision. As Roosevelt now staying behind. Now he needs to use his ERS, but Mats is doing it as well. Roosevelt needs to push. Push, mate, you need to stay ahead if possible. But he isn't. It's now time to cook for Mats. Is he gonna extend his lead? As now he needs to push to get out of this blue flags, not getting any penalty there. And going onto the curb and now needs, please, East, I'm watching you. He's not making any pass. I wouldn't do that as well. Because is on fresh softs and Alex is on the used hards. Please push. Now Russell needs to use his ERS. Mats isn't using, but Russell is. He needs to. He needs to get his P2. Pretty good corner here. Not using now. He got his DRS. He's not. Seems not faster than Alex. Just giving him DRS. Yes. Now back to the fight for P2. As Mats is out of any ERS. Russell is still on 40%. He got the advantage of the DRS. He got the advantage of ERS. He got maybe later on the advantage of his tires. He needs just to stay behind him. As Noise going for a move on Bulletproof now. Is Bulletproof maybe going for a move here, back? Russell not. Is Bulletproof, he's not using. He's going for a move into turn 1 on the inside. Noise is staying on the outside, which is turning to the inside. Pretty good defending. Maybe Bulletproof is early on the pedal. Now he isn't. Pretty good move from Noise here. Now Luke catch up to Bulletproof as well. He needs to pass him ASAP to get behind Noise again. Is he going for a move here? No, he isn't. He's not driving. Russell was a huge moment here. Still in the DRS from Mats. Russell needs to save a little bit DRS in the last lap if he wants to stick to his move. As Yeast is now starting to cook. Back to Russell and Mats. As Luke just overtake Bulletproof. Maybe Bulletproof is going back for a move now. As Luke is out of the DRS from Noise. Is Bulletproof going for a move? He is. Let us watch Russell. He's using, maybe did a little bit of mistake. He did for sure a mistake because he's pretty far behind. Even when he had the DRS. Luke is going back for a move. As he got yellow sector 1 as Yeast did a mistake. Not the best race from my British fella, who's now just give up, as it seems. Who's retiring in the pits. As Noise did a mistake. Got a complete, as he got 3 seconds for that. Fair. Luke is back in the DRS. Now Russell is in a really good position for this P2. As Yeast, what is Yeast doing here? Yeast. Mr. Beard. Just let them pass, man, please. You're just bad. Is he getting Noise Mats, the DRS now he's not. Is Russell getting it? It is. You got it. Stay behind Russell. Be smart. Be smart. Learn from your mistakes where you overtook people before. As he says for sure now retiring in the pits. He's doing smart driving here. As he is pitting now. Got 5 seconds and now retiring for sure. He is. As Luke is going for a move on the inside of Noise and gets his P4. He's 7 seconds behind Russell now. Again a lot. Still not enough. As now Russell is still behind with 32% of ERS. Mats got 14% of ERS. now in the chat. He's just pretty angry. Calling David Clark. So bulletproof prime Romain Grosjean. Don't know if that's accurate. Maybe it is. Maybe not. I don't say something to that. It's nice. It's chilling behind Luke. Pretty good. It's nearly P11. Should be taken from Edmund, then Duke, then Lecala, then Milwick, then Jeremy, then probably Bulletproof, and then it's Luke or Noise, and Rushel or Mats, and Alex is gonna win it. He's like Max Verstappen, we shouldn't mention him anymore because he's winning all the time. So it's Mats P1, Rushel P2. As Rushel now got 50% of ERS. As Mats is pushing really hard. Rushel, he's now Euro cheat driver. Done pretty amazing things before in Euro. The move to the team was the right choice, I believe, because our team is a good team, which is leading by Alex Wells, as I remember correctly. Did a great thing. He's getting better and better in driving Rushel. Just an impressive, nice Dutch fella. It's Mats. I can't say too much about Mats. I fight Rushel 2 seasons ago, 1 season ago, pretty as well, as he's not going for a move into turn 1. A little bit too early in my opinion, but he needs to know, not me. It's Noise. He's not going for a move or dive bump here. It's not, he's out of DRS. Rushel, don't use too much ERS head. Be smart. Be smart. Is there any conflict except if these two know they're doing? It's Noise. It's now out of the DRS. He's now using, as Luke did. He's using all of the DRS. As Mats is trying to get back to pass Rushel. How much ERS you got? You got still 30. Please don't use it. Be smart. Be smart. No, Mats. As Noise is back in the DRS. No, he isn't. But he will get it later on the next DRS straight. Pretty sure. Mats is still 7/10 behind him. As Rushel got a huge moment. Don't use, don't be stupid. That's not the smartest idea. Now he's flashing nearly. Now he got the same amount of DRS. That wasn't the perfect thing Rushel could do there. So he knows probably what he's doing, as Noise is not going for a move. Still got 50% of ERS, as Luke got 40% of ERS, 30% of ERS. This will be another huge fight here. Noise getting his 3 seconds later on. I don't think it will get removed, but we will see. Luke should fight that. Now Mats is right behind Rushel. They got the same amount of ERS. No, we will see. Is Rushel playing some smart games here? As he's hitting the wall, Rushel hit the wall. As he got a huge moment there, hitting the wall. Don't know if his front wing is affected by that. It seems like now Mats is using. No, he's not. Rushel isn't using either. If I would be, Mats is staying behind. This smart choice here. And now he needs to go past him. Yeah, Rushel got front wing damage, as I believe so. Now both of them are using their batteries. As now Mats going for a move in the outside. I think that's it. As Rushel going for a hilarious dive here. He's now using, but as it seems Mats got more gears. Yeah, he is Luke and Noise. I didn't see that, if they made contact or not. But now we got it. That's not race over, but it's just finishing with no really battle. It's Alex again, P1, then it's Mats, then within a tenth it's Roosevelt, 6 seconds behind him is Luke, then it's Noise, then it's Bulletproof, Xiaomi, then Mühlberg, aka Tony, or Tony, aka Mühlberg, Lickalda, Duke, and then Matt, the F4 driver, who's just needs to drive a little bit more, but pretty much that's it. Duke now around the final corner. Now he's crossing the line 20 seconds again. And P9, it's not because Johnny left like always right after it. No, admit, please just go into the finish line and finish the crossing. Pretty good. Send it. Still, that's it. Race over. Was a lot of fun, a lot of action here. I can't lie. Alex actually won his 4th race in a row. As we're going for the celebration for the 4th time Alex. It's like hearing the Spain and the American anthem, like we hear the Dutch and Austrian anthem every Sunday. It's here every Friday, every time, the Spain anthem. Pretty good from Alex. He should race in F2 though. Maybe giving his opportunity one day. As now here are the final results of Alex, who's again doing, I think it's even a no, it's not a Grand Slam, but leading most of the race, perfect race, starting P1, finishing P1, then it's Mats, then it's Roosevelt, Luke, Noise, Bulletproof, Tony, Mühlberg, Lickalda, Duke, and Matt, Xiaomi, Beard, Cone, and Andrews are finishing them. I was Crystal. Sean Göring was hell of a fun again. More interesting than last week, Imola. And yeah, what you can say else? Please subscribe to this channel, leave a like, follow Ero on any platform, if it's Twitter, Instagram, it's actually called X, but Twitter, Instagram, YouTube on this channel. Would be a lot of fun, a lot of races are coming to the future. Next week it's Bahrain, if I remember correctly. Now that's the last race. Tomorrow we got another race, F2, and on Sunday F1. As well in Saudi Arabia, of course. Take your time, watch it. Getting a couple of teas, watch it. It's worth it, for sure. And that is for myself. Bye bye guys.